Okay, I don't know how my hair's looking today, but I'm going to get a haircut. I got Wilson set up for the driving situation. I don't know if it's going to be bumpy. I've never really done this, but I needed to get this information on out for an entry on the journal piece. I actually pulled over to get Wilson out to like have this happen because I got this thing going on in real time, of course. So I don't know how this is going to go, but we'll tinker around with it. We'll see if this experiment kind of works. Okay, so I woke up this morning. What is it? Friday. Freak Show Friday. Hell yeah, it's freaky. We're getting freaky today. Yesterday was great. Caught up with P. Liddy, my old bud. Sat there for, I don't know, didn't feel like long at all, but it was over 2 hours. I know that, and hit a stream of consciousness that was really cool and really heightened, and ran into a few parallels that him and I are on right now. So it was good catching up with him. Known him from the 90s. I'd like to interview him. Taco Escobar. Shout out to Taco Escobar. Delicious tacos, Portland, Maine, which I've always been a fan. But I gotta stop here. Shit, dude. Buddy. God, I'm all geeked up today for like this whole thing. So anyway, yeah, four-way stop because I can't even see over there. Jesus, I gotta calm down. Everything's coming in real nice and hot like. Anyway, then I went and talked to Korea. That was great. So just kind of been hitting it all day yesterday, which I needed that. I needed to get out of the house, so to speak, and just go. And so anyway, I ended up staying, Jesus, tried to stay in Portland last night, and people stopping right behind me, sitting there smoking butts, door open, music blaring. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. So I headed north, stayed the night. Anyway, woke up this morning in Freeport. I don't even know where I'm at. I gotta check my map here. I don't want to overrun my destination on the way to get a haircut. Anyway, woke up this morning and I was like, I need to go to Bow Street Market. Now, Bow Street Market, it's a store, it's a liquor store, it's all these little, it's a little thing in Freeport. Well, I've been hunting down, trying to hunt down this bottle of bourbon, Penelope Rio. It's fucking delicious. Can't find it anywhere. Very reasonably priced. So with that in mind, that's in the back of my mind, and I'm like, so I get the nudge from on high, go to Bow Street. Okay, well immediately, this is the whole point of this entry, the difference between the higher self and the mind. And I was watching, I got full inspiration on this by watching a Bashar clip online. He was talking about it. I'm like, the way he put it was like, oh, that's a great way to separate the jobs between the higher mind, the higher self, and the physical mind, the ego, whatever. Well, to put that into practicality, I'm thinking about Bow Street, and immediately I'm like, when I get the nudge to go do something or to go to a specific place logistically, I have this habitual thing of, okay, why? It's almost like my mind wants to argue with my source to justify why I'm spending the time, resources, whatever, to go and do this. All bullshit. That is free-range, organic bullshit. That's full-blown resistance. Okay. Because I'm like, well, why do I need to go to Bow Street? And I can see it now. My higher self is like rolling its eye, like, dude, how many times we got to go over this? So immediately I'm like, ooh, Penelope Rio, I need that bottle. Then looking for it. And then my mind starts prematurely being braggadocious that it's going to be there, and that I get to like show off to myself a little bit that, oh yeah, I'm in tune with it. I'm attuned to that bottle of bourbon. Okay, relax your body. Quit worrying about why you think you need to go there. So I'm like, okay, and this is all happening in real time, and this is kind of new for me. Not the higher mind speaking, I get that, but my physical mind arguing with it, which negates the whole friggin' operation. We're trying to chill out, trying to get to the root of the situation. Comes down to trust, patience, submitting, all of those things. This is an example of all of that. So anyway, I go to Bow Street. Well, they don't have the Rio, and I'm a little bit like, man, you know, a little bit pissy in my Cheerios, I don't know. And then I physically start walking out. And then I'm like, well, hold on. Let me do a little walk around, get some walking around. I got some walking around money, about 40 bucks today, within my budget. To 30 bucks. Because I bought a chair, a little lawn chair that I've kind of been looking for. Well, I found it and I bought it. That's a different story. But anyway, so I had 30 bucks to play with. So I'm walking around, kind of been on the hunt for some purple potatoes. I didn't see those. I'm like, all right, well, keep it moving. Walking around, and I found elk. I've been looking for elk, but not like in the form of, I found elk before, but it's like, wait a minute. No, I found the bison, the frozen bison burgers. Okay, fine, very lean meat, but you know, look, this is rocket fuel protein situation. Not a lot of fat, whatever, no big deal. I don't have to have the fats every meal. But I'm creeping around the aisles and I found frozen elk. And I was like, oh shit, that's a banger. So I got a couple of those. They're high dollar. But you want to talk about rocket fuel for the old body. And we're talking about food lately anyway. So now I get to have some delicious elk, and we're going to honor this animal. And just as important, I'm going to share one with a madre, because I think she'd really like it. I don't know if she's ever had elk. I don't think I've ever had elk. So, you know, because I'm not some big hunter and shit. Anyway, I wanted to talk about that because this is the lesson, the real-time lesson, hot off the press from this morning on a beautiful day. And we're just scooting around. We're just making things happen. And more, I'm starting to see that as long as I'm trusting my higher self, knowing that that's in charge first, the divine self is number one, numero uno, for the experience. That's me. That's you. That's us. And then the Bow Street example right there. Catch the memo from on high. You're going to go get some elk, son, if you commit to the patience, trust, divine timing, divine self. Honor the self, and it will honor you back. Just like whoever, what was it? Pete Rose was like, love the game, it'll love you back. Baseball. Listen, same fucking operation we're running right now. Okay, anyways. I end up spending a little more than 30 bucks, but I didn't know I was running into that elk. So that trade-off was worth it. So anyway, I'll save up on that. I'll save that tomorrow on the back end. Anyway, putting yourself in the situations that make you feel paramount, that make you feel capital, that make you feel top-notch, is when we're listening to the higher self And the mind follows. The mind needs to play follow the leader on this, because the physical mind is not the leader. Okay, and again, I saw this video from Bashar and I was like, dude, that makes so much sense. Plus, the further that we can simplify the operation, ultimately is going to win the day. So that's a further simplification of this example. I got that elk, goddammit, and I got to try this place, Fat Boys Drive-In. I hear they got good burgers, and they reopened. It reminds me of like the drive-in in the Dazed and Confused movie. That's been popping off because we drove the EV, Clark. The Kia EV6, that's an EV.